Hello, NK. How are you doing?
I am good. Happy Thursday, guys. I am so glad that you could make it today. And welcome to another round of Salesmate's webinar. So, guys, if you can see us clearly, if you can hear me well, I'll just request you to drop one in the chat. Awesome. And so, Kamlesh, let's just give everyone a couple of minutes, for them to kind of join in. And
Sure.
by the time, everyone joins in, guys, I would love to know from you, where are you guys from? We've been expanding SalesMates community, and I would love to know where are you joining in from today? Oh, wow.
Greece.
We have people from Greece. So I guess it's evening for you, or say afternoon. So good afternoon to you. Hi, James. Nice to meet you. Joining us from Arizona. So I guess it's morning for you. I hope you had the morning coffee. Um, all right. Guys, so just taking care of logistics, we are going to record this session. You will receive a recording right after this session is completed, and our team will follow up with you over an email. So once again, guys, thank you so much for joining in today. My name is Nachiket. I know it's difficult, so feel free and call me NK. And with me today, I have Kamlesh. Kamlesh, thanks for joining in.
Hey guys, I'm K. I head the customer success team here at Salesmate, and glad to have you here on the webinar.
Awesome. Guys, so, talking about the webinar. So, today we are not actually going to bore you with a lot of slides, a lot of presentations. We actually have live agent use cases that we have built as demos, and we are more than excited to showcase these demos to you. So, we'll kind of transition through an entire business process, an entire business journey. So, think about it. You hired a new sales rep. These sales reps promised the world while they were on an interview, but when they actually go and call prospects and you're not interested, the life sucks. So we have designed a mock call agent that will help your reps practice not on live prospects, but practice on say a sales gym, practice on the back end so that they can become better while they are on live cold calls. We also have an agent that will help you with a meeting cheat sheet. So think about it. You have a meeting with a very new prospect. You might want to research about this prospect. So how can you actually do this in a couple of minutes? So we have that agent that's ready. And on the contrary, okay, if you are in customer success, if you are in account management, and if you go and want to talk, to one of your customers whom you have not spoken to in the last 30 days, so you can actually summarize the entire conversation, the past history that you've had with this client. We'll also show you an inbound receptionist. So when someone calls your business at 9 o'clock at night, or say on a Sunday evening, you have an always on brand trained AI agent. It speaks absolutely like you, will not take coffee breaks or will not ask for a hike, after a year. So that's a brand trained agent that's activated on all the channels. So it can answer calls, it can handle text messages, be on socials, and also take care of web conversations. With this, we'll also talk about a few more channels around lead nurture. So, how we can have automations and a combination of AI in lead nurture. So, guys, are you ready? Please drop in one in the chat, and we'll get going with it. Awesome. So, Garima, please take it away.
Thanks, NK. Hi, guys. I'm Garima, and I'm the AI champ here at Salesmate. I'm going to show you the first agent today. And honestly, this one is my personal favorite because this one is about something every single sales team deals with, but almost nobody talks about out loud. It's about practice, or more specifically, the total lack of it. So, picture this: you just hired someone, they came in guns blazing in the interview, confident, polished. You asked them how they handle objections on a cold call, and they gave you this textbook answer, and you thought, yes, this is the person who is going to crush it. And then they get on their first real call, and the prospect says something mildly tricky, not even that bad, and suddenly all the confidence just evaporates. They stumble, they go quiet for 2 seconds too long. They say something like, yeah, that's a great point actually. And you just know that the deal is gone. And here's the thing, it's not their fault. They are talented, they just never got a chance to practice on anything that pushes back. There was no safe space to fail. So they practiced on your real prospects, on your real pipeline. And this one, I feel like everyone in sales had lived this. Your rep just got back from a week off, maybe 10 days. Good for them. They needed it. But it's Monday morning. They have been on a beach somewhere completely offline. Their brain is still 40% on holiday mode. And they have got a full call block starting in an hour. And you can just tell they are not sharp yet. The first couple of calls they are warming up, finding their rhythm, and meanwhile those are real prospects on the other end of those real calls. There has never been a good way to just warm up, shake the rust off before it matters. And then my personal favorite situation, your rep calls a prospect, gets through the opener, starts the pitch, and the prospect just goes, not interested. 2 words. That's all they get. And your rep sits there like, what do I even do with that? Do I push? Do I ask why? Do I just hang up? And in that moment of hesitation, it's over. I have heard reps say, and I completely understand this, I hate this job after one of those calls. Not because they hate sales, because they didn't know how to handle it and there was nowhere to learn. So we built something to fix this. Alex. Meet Alex Mercer. The real problem Alex solves is new hires have no safe environment to fail and learn before hitting real pipeline. Experienced reps have no way to warm up, shake rust, or prep for a new ICPs. Objection handling is learned on live prospects, which is actually very expensive. And there is no gym for sales until now. So, Alex is an AI agent. Alex is your sparring partner. Alex is available at 2 a.m. on a Sunday if your rep wants to grind. Alex never gets tired. Alex never gets offended when you hang up on him. And Alex is going to push back on you exactly as hard as you need. Here's what I love about this. Alex isn't just a script that reads pre written objections at you. The AI actually adapts. It can tell if you are a seasoned rep who knows what they are doing, or if you are someone who's still finding their feet. And it responds to you accordingly, naturally, in the flow of the call. And this is the part that's really powerful. You can train this agent on your exact ICP, your exact industry, your exact objections. So your reps aren't just practicing cold calling in the abstract, they are practicing the specific call they are going to make tomorrow. So, anyone in the chat wants to guess what difficulty level I'm going to pick in a second? Easy, medium, or hard? So type in the chat if you what do you think about this? So the first thing I do when I set up a practice call is choose who I am calling. My niche. In this case, I am going to be calling a business owner. And I want to say something here because I strongly feel about this. I am personally always calling the owner. Always. I absolutely hate gatekeepers. But if you hate gatekeepers too, that is exactly why you should practice calling gatekeepers. Because hate is just a fear dressed up as annoyance. And the only way through fear is reps. Use Alex. Practice the gatekeeper call until it doesn't feel scary anymore to you. I promise it will work. Next, the persona. Who is the person? What's their mindset? Are they a busy founder who picks up the phone annoyed? Are they a polite mid manager who's going to say, sounds interesting, send me an email? You choose. You set the scene because in real life, you don't always get to choose who picks up, but you can practice all of them. And this is the one I always enjoyed showing people difficulty level. If you have been in sales for 5 years and you think you are pretty good, Pick hard. I am serious. Pick hard and call Alex right now. Because I can guarantee you, Alex is going to throw you at least one objection you haven't heard before. Or one you have heard but never really had a good answer for. That's the point. You want to get surprised here, not on a real call. So, alright, I'm calling Alex right now. What's this? So, let's talk to Alex now, our AI agent.
Nice. This is Alex. Quick check. Are you ready to run a rep, or do you want a fast warm up first?
So, I'm ready to start with the call.
Perfect. Before we jump in, quick setup. What are you selling on this call?
Okay, so I'm selling AI agents to roofing contractors today.
Got it. AI agents for roofing contractors. Who exactly are you calling today? The business owner, office manager slash receptionist, or someone like the head of operations?
So, guys, I told you that I absolutely hate gatekeepers, right? So, you know who I'll be calling today. So, Alex, I want to talk to a business owner today. I absolutely hate gatekeepers.
All right, owner it is. How tough do you want me to be? Easy, medium, or hard?
Since I'm doing a demo call, I of course don't want to be pressurized with a lot of questions. So let's do an easy one.
Nice, easy mode with the owner. Anything specific you want to work on this round? For example, your opener, discovery, objection handling, or closing.
Ideally, we should be practicing everything on this call, but let's focus on objection handling for now.
Nice. Focus on objection handling while we cover the flow. All right. You're selling AI agents to roofing contractors, calling the owner on easy mode, focusing on objection handling. When you're ready, dial in and start with your opener. I'll pick up like a real owner would.
Okay, great. So, hi, is this Alex? I just wanted to confirm that it's you.
Yeah, this is Alex. Who's calling?
Hi, so I'm Garima, and I just wanted to confirm that you guys do commercial roofing as well, right?
We do some commercial. Yeah, mostly small to mid-sized storefronts and warehouses. What's up?
Okay, great. So, Alex, I just wanted to know that how many leads went unanswered for you, say on last Friday or Saturday?
Honestly, last Friday was hectic. We probably missed a handful, maybe 3 or 4 leads that went unanswered. Why do you ask?
So, I also wanted to know how much did that unanswered lead cost you? Because I've been talking to a lot of commercial roofers out there lately, and I had noticed and heard the same thing that commercial roofers have been missing a lot of leads, and they are going unanswered while they are busy. So, how much did that one unanswered lead cost you?
If we missed a lead last Friday, probably a couple hundred to a couple $1,000. Depends on the job size. Look, I'm swamped today. What exactly are you selling that's going to make me pick up more of those leads?
Okay, so I am actually proposing that we have an automated lead nurturing and qualification agent that will work 24 into 7. So, and will talk exactly like you, will resemble you, and will make your lead qualification and nurturing step way easier.
Hmm. Automated agents that talk like me 24/7, huh? Sounds interesting, but also risky. How would this actually sound to a customer? And what happens when the lead wants to schedule a job? Does your system book it or just pass a note to us?
Okay, so that AI agent will work exactly like you, exactly like how you would talk to a client and will actually schedule the meeting. So that AI agent will resemble you completely and will book the meeting on your behalf.
Booking meetings for me, huh? Look, I'm skeptical. Last thing I need is some robot double booking or promising prices I don't offer. How do you make sure it doesn't sound like a script and doesn't overpromise?
So it won't be a script at all. It will, as I told, it will resemble you completely. You will be trained on your brand. So would you like to see how our AI agent would actually look like?
All right, quick check before you demo it. I've been listening for objections. Two big ones I'm still holding as the owner are: one, don't sound scripted, and two, don't overpromise or book stuff I can't deliver. When you show me the demo, focus first on how it mirrors my tone, and second on the safeguards for scheduling and pricing. Ready to show it now?
Okay, done. Stop.
Got it. Stopping the call there. Switching to feedback mode now.
Okay.
All right, that call went well. Before I give my take, I want to hear yours. What do you think you did well, and where do you feel you could have done better on that run?
So according to me, the call went pretty decent, but I could have been better with the questions that I asked.
Nice. Good start. I agree. You carried the call and kept it moving. Quick structure for feedback. I'll give you a booking percentage, 8 short criterion scores, 3 strengths, and 3 improvements with exact scripts. First, realistic booking estimate. I'd say this call would book about 40% of the time. Tonality and confidence, 8 out of 10. Your voice stayed steady and you asked direct questions. Good. Active listening, 6 out of 10. You asked follow-ups, but sometimes you talked over the prospect's concern about being busy. Value proposition clarity, 7 out of 10. The core offer, AI agents that book meetings, was clear, but you repeated phrases and lost a crisp one-liner. Discovery depth and quality, 5 out of 10. You asked about missed leads, which is great, but you didn't dig into frequency, value per job, or current process. Objection handling, 6 out of 10. You handled the scripted, overpromised objections okay, but you could validate first and then pivot with safeguards. Conversation control, 7 out of 10. You kept the call moving toward a demo, which is good for an easy owner. Market or product knowledge, 7 out of 10. You referenced roofing context, but could have used a tighter stat. EDI, missed leads per week to raise credibility. Closing and next steps, 6 out of 10. You asked to show the demo, but didn't set a narrow next step if they pushed back, like a 60-second preview or a short trial. Now, 3 real strengths. Number 1, you framed the problem quickly by referencing missed leads. That grabbed attention. That matters because owners care about lost revenue. Number 2, you moved to value and booking meetings fast. Good for keeping a busy owner engaged. Number 3, you asked for permission to demo. Nice transition instead of forcing details. Top 3 improvements with exact script. Number 1, validate before you rebut. What happened? When the owner said last Friday was hectic, you immediately went to cost. Why it hurt? It risked sounding transactional and not empathetic. Better script. Totally. Sounds like a rough day. When that happens, do you usually lose the chance to follow up? Or does someone on your team circle back later? This pulls out whether they have follow-up capacity. Number 2, narrow discovery on value. What happened? You asked, how much did that cost you? But left it open. Why it hurt? Open dollar questions can stall an owner. Better script. If one of those missed leads turned into a standard commercial repair, what's a typical job value? Roughly 10,000, 5,000, or under 2,000. Give ranges so they answer quickly. Number 3, handle the robot bookings objection with a safeguard. What happened? Owner asked about overpromising and double booking, and you asserted training but didn't offer a failsafe. Why it hurt? Owners need concrete controls. Better script. Great point. Here's how we avoid that. The agent uses your exact booking rules. Ask the 3 verification questions you choose, and then either places a tentative hold that you confirm, or auto books only within blackout rules you set. Would you prefer tentative holds you confirm, or auto bookings that follow strict price and schedule rules? That forces them to pick and gives you the next step. Final single focus for the next rep. Validate first. Ask one quick empathic follow-up to the owner's concern before you pitch the solution. Want to run the same setup again and practice with those scripts now? Or switch difficulty or focus?
Okay, thank you for such a great feedback, Alex. Now I know exactly what to work on. Thank you. So, here's where it gets really interesting. Right after the call, Alex gives you feedback. Not in 2 days, not in a weekly review, right now, while it's fresh. And look, it's not just good job or needs improvement, it's actually very specific. It can see things like where I paused too long, where I could have handled the objection differently, what I said that actually worked well, and why. I'm going to be honest, I didn't do that perfectly just now. And I've been doing sales for a while. That's the point. Every call has something that you can sharpen. And now you have got something that tells you exactly what that something is every single time. Imagine giving your new hire this feedback loop, not just once in a week in a coaching session, but after every single practice call they make. That's a completely different development curve. And that's not just useful, that's a competitive advantage. So let me just step back for a second and think about what this actually means for your team. Your new hire joins. Instead of spending their first 3 weeks fumbling with real prospects, they spend that time sparring with Alex. They hit the phone already having handled 50 objections, already having found their rhythm, already knowing what they are going to say when someone hangs up on them. Your experienced rep gets back from holiday on Monday morning. Instead of burning their first few calls as a warm up, they spend 15 minutes with Alex, find their groove, and start the real call block sharp. Your team is about to start calling a new brand vertical, new ICP, new pain points, new objections you haven't heard before. You train Alex on that ICP. Your reps practice until they feel ready. Then they go. No more practicing on real people. No more expensive fumbles. No more, I hate this job after a not interested. Well, maybe still occasionally, but a lot less. Here's the part I'm really excited to tell you. Alex is not just a demo. Alex is available for your SalesMate account right now. So if you want to get Alex set up, and I genuinely think every sales team should, just type Alex in the chat or reach out to our support team directly. We will help you implement this agent into your account and get your team practicing within days, not weeks, days. So, all right, that was the mock call agent, but that is just one of four. And I promise you, the next one is going to make your reps look they did 2 hours of research for every call in about 30 seconds. Rohitash, explain us how.
Thanks, Garima. Hello, everyone. I'm Rohitash, Senior Manager of Customer Success here at Salesmate. All right, so we just talked about practicing before a call. Now let's talk about what happens right before a real call, because there is a very specific kind of panic that every AE knows. It's a 5 minutes before a discovery call with a prospect you haven't fully prepped for. Your AE has three back-to-back calls today, calendar is packed, and they open their CRM 5 minutes before the next one and realize they know this person's name, they know the company name, and that's roughly it. So, what do? They scramble LinkedIn, Google, maybe a quick scan for a recent news article of funding announcement, something to open with. They are doing all of this while the clock is ticking. And then the call actually starts. And instead of leading with something sharp and relevant, something that tells the prospect, I actually know your world. They open with, so tell me a bit about what you do. That's not a bad opener, but it's a missed opportunity. And it happens because research takes time that sales rep don't have. What if that entire brief, like company background, recent news, conversation openers, was just ready? Let me show you how. All right, I'm in SalesMate right now. I'm going to search for Kamlesh. Kamlesh happens to be our head of customer success here at SalesMate. I've got a call with him coming up, and honestly, I don't know a whole lot about what he's been working on lately. Here's what I do. I click this button, Smart Flow. I enroll Kamlesh to the Smart Flow, and now we wait. So just kidding, watch. Done. And in seconds, it went out, did the research, pulled back everything I need, like recent company updates, what Kamlesh role focuses on. relevant context about the businesses, and it formatted it right before here as a note on his timeline. Plus conversation openers I can actually use to start the call. So that's the rep experience. One click within seconds and ready to go. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. That looks incredible, but how complicated is this to actually set up? Absolutely no. Here's the honest answer. You're not going to build this yourself. We have templates ready to go. Our team will sit down with you, understand what research you want pulled, how you want it formatted, where you want it to land in your CRM, and we will configure it for you. Under the hood, it's running on something we call SmartFlow, which is basically a visual automation builder. You tell it what you want to research, it connects to an AI model, could be ChatGPT, could be Perplexity, could be Cloud, whatever you prefer. Goes out, gets the information, formats it how you want, and drops it right into SalesMate. You don't need to know how to code. You don't need to be technical. You just need to know what information matters to your team, and we will handle the rest. Now, I showed you meeting prep, but this exact same setup, you can use it for a lot of other things. Let me give you a few examples really quickly. Like renewals and upsell prep. Before a renewal or upsell call, this agent pulls everything you need: how the customer uses the product, how engaged they are, how they compare to similar products, or any support ticket they have raised. It turns all of that into a short brief. So when you walk into a conversation, you're not guessing, you are well informed. Let's take another example, which is new market research. Say you are moving into a new market, new industry, new ICP. Normally, you research one prospect at a time. Here, you can research 10. You understand the landscape, the common pain points, and the language they use before you even pick up the phone. Another example would be talking about competitive intelligence. You have got a big sales call coming up, and you know they are looking at competitors. This pulls what you need: recent news, what those competitors are positioning on, and where their weak spots are. So you walk into the call ready to stand out, not defensive, but just being clear. Listen, I have been in customer success for a very long time. And one thing I hear from sales team all the time is this: I just don't have time to prep properly. And honestly, they are not wrong. The day fills up fast. What this does is give the time back. It doesn't replace a rep's judgment. It just means that 5 minutes before the call, when they open that contact record, they are not going in blind. They have got context, they have got something to work with, a real head start. And the best part, this isn't a DIY project. We already have ready to use templates for meeting prep, for renewals, for competitive research. Our team sits down with you, understands what your reps actually need, and configures it for your business. You tell us what matters, we handle the setup. So if you want to explore this further, reach out after the session. We'll walk you through what it looks like for your team. That's a meeting cheat sheet. We have covered practicing calls, we have covered prepping for calls. Now let's talk about inbound. What happens when a lead comes in at 2 a.m. and no one's online? So stay with us.
Thank you, Rohitash. Okay, so I've been waiting for this one. So everything we have shown you so far has been about your team going out, calling, prepping, practicing, and all of that is incredible. But now I want to talk about the flip side, the leads that are already coming to you right now while you're on this webinar. So most businesses don't lose inbound leads because the demand isn't there. They lose them because no one responded fast enough. And the speed matters. 5 minutes versus 30 minutes can be 21 times in qualification. So what happens at the 11 p.m. when someone finds your business online and wants to talk? What happens on a Sunday morning? What happens when you're receptionist with another customer and a call comes in? That's where this agent happens. Meet Charlotte, the white label agent. So let me show you something. This is a sample landing page that we have built. It's for an insurance company. And right here on this page, we have embedded our AI agent. But did you notice something? Her name isn't Salesmate bot. Her name is Charlotte. That's because one of the things we've built into this is full white labeling. You name her, you brand her, you give her a voice, a personality, and a focus. For this insurance company, she's Charlotte, but for your business, she could be whatever makes sense for your brand. Your company name, a persona that fits your tone, or whatever you want. Charlotte is your inbound agent, and she is active on voice, meaning she answers actual phone calls. She's on your website via the chat widget you can see right here. And here's something really clever. If someone is browsing on your website on their phone, they can actually tap a button and talk to Charlotte. So that's voice right from the web page. No app, no download, just a conversation. Now, I want to show you the second page here because this one is my favorite thing to talk about. Most websites have a contact form. They ask for a name, phone number, email, or maybe a drop down asking what you're interested in. And then the lead sits in someone's inbox until a human gets to it, which might be minutes, which might be hours, even tomorrow. So instead of this static form, you can put Charlotte right here and in the same space on your website. But now, instead of just collecting a name and a number, you have an actual conversation coming in. Charlotte introduces herself, asks the right qualifying questions, and answers the question that the prospects have. And if they're a good fit, she books them directly onto your calendar. Right then, while they're on the page, wow. So you're not just collecting a lead, you're converting one, and there's a big difference. All right. So I've been talking about Charlotte for a few minutes now. Let's actually talk to her. So now I'm going to talk to Charlotte, and this is live. Charlotte is on the other end, and I'm going to play the role of someone getting a better insurance coverage. Watch how she handles it, watch how she qualifies, watch how she books, and watch how she responds when I push back a little. Hi, I was looking into getting a better insurance coverage. I'm not sure if I'm paying too much right now, but I wanted to see what my options are.
That's a smart move. A lot of people don't realize how much policies and rates change over time. I'd love to see if we can help. May I get your name?
Sure, it's Alan Moore.
Nice to meet you, Alan. Are you currently insured right now?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. Are you mainly looking to review your auto insurance, home insurance, or both?
So mostly auto, but maybe home too, depending.
That makes sense. Bundling can sometimes reduce overall costs. Just to get a quick sense, about how long have you been with your current provider?
About 3 years.
Got it. And has your premium increased recently?
Yes, actually, it went up quite a bit this year.
That's something we're hearing a lot right now. Rates have been increasing industry-wide, but what many people don't know is that loyalty doesn't always equal savings. What we typically do is a no-pressure coverage review. We compare your current limits, deductibles, and discounts against what's available today. Sometimes we find savings, sometimes we find better protection for about the same price. Either way, you walk away knowing your option.
Yes, that would be helpful.
Wonderful. I have availability tomorrow at 11 a.m. or Thursday at 4 p.m. Which works better?
Tomorrow at 11 works.
Perfect. I have you down for tomorrow at 11 a.m. for your complimentary coverage review. I'll send you a confirmation email with a short checklist of what to have handy, just your current declarations page if possible. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's great. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Alan. We look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, so let's just talk about what happened there for a second. Charlotte picked up on the first ring. It's middle of a workday, but it could have been 2 a.m. and the exact same thing would have happened. The same energy, same qualification, and same outcome. She got the name, she asked the qualifying questions, and she didn't take a message and say someone will call you back. She was doing the work of a trained sales representative in real time. And then, did you catch the moment where I pushed back on price? That's the moment most inbound calls fall apart. The leads ask, how much is it going to cost? And the person on the phone either goes vague or quotes a number that scares them off, or says, I'll have someone call you back, right? And the lead goes cold. Charlotte didn't do any of that. She acknowledged the question, she reframed it as a next logical step, and added something that the lead didn't even know. That is not a script reading, that is intelligent conversation that happened live right now for an insurance company. But the same agent trained for your business, your FAQs, your qualification criteria, your booking flow works for any industry. Let me put some real number around this because I think it might make more sense. The average business misses between 30 to 40% of inbound calls during business hours alone. Add evenings, weekends, public holidays, and the number of leads that simply don't get answered is significant. Every one of those is a real person who was entrusted enough to call, but they didn't get a response. Now think about what Charlotte changes. Every call answered, every lead qualified immediately, every appointment ready prospect booked before they close the tab and call the next company on Google. That's not a marginal improvement. That's a structural change in how your pipeline fills. And here's something we don't really talk enough about: qualification. Right now, how many of your sales reps' calendar slots are taken up by leads who were never really a fit? Leads who didn't have the budget or weren't a decision maker or wanted information and were not ready to buy. And the last thing I'll say, and this one is underrated, is what it does for your brand. When a lead calls your business at 9 p.m., gets a warm, intelligent, and helpful response, that's their first impression of you. That's what they're comparing you to every other company that sent them to a voicemail. You don't have to be the biggest company in the market. You just have to be most responsive. And with Charlotte, you always are. Now, I want to be honest with you about something. Building an agent like this, well, takes a thought, but it's not just turning something on. It's about understanding your business, your qualification criteria, your FAQs, your booking flows, the objections your leads raise, and the tone that fits your brand. That's exactly why we don't just hand you a tool and say good luck. We are genuinely happy to sit down with you and build this together. A brand trained AI agent configured for your business, connected to your calendar, embedded where your leads already are. This agent will change your qualification ratios. It will change your lead to book numbers, and over time, as it learns your business annually, it gets better. If you want to explore this, reach out to us after this session. Our team will walk you through exactly what a build looks like for your specific business. No generic setup, no template that's half fit, something built exactly for you. All right, that's inbound receptionist, and we've covered practicing, prepping, and receiving. There's one more in to go, and this one is about what happens after your first conversation, the follow up, the nurture, the pipeline that runs itself. So stay with us.
Thank you, Anurag. Hi, everyone. This is Shreya, and I am the AI specialist here at Salesmate. I'm really excited to show you the last agent today, and honestly, this one is the game changer. This one takes up all those little follow-up tasks that falls through the cracks and just handles them automatically and intelligently. So far, we have talked about practicing calls, prepping through meetings, and handling those inbound leads. But think about what happens after that first conversation. When a lead books a meeting, you still need to send them reminders. Or maybe they reply to a text saying, "Tell me more." And now someone from your team has to reply in qualifying them and set up the next meeting. Or sometimes they just go silent even after showing interest. And that's where so many opportunities slip away. Isn't that correct? And this happens not because your team doesn't care. This happens because all of this is manual, it's repetitive, and it never stops. This is exactly where the agent steps in. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a lead replies to your outreach. They say, "Yes, I am interested. Tell me more." That's great, right? But now a person has to read that, decide what to do next, and then reply, qualifying them, set up the next step. But what if they reply at 9 p.m. or on a Sunday? How long do they sit in your inbox before anyone gets back to them? And that delay, it costs you deals every single time. But imagine if all of this just runs by itself. That is exactly what this agent does. When a lead replies, the AI reads their messages. It figures out what they mean. If they say, "I need to reschedule," it handles that. If they say, "I'm not interested anymore," it stops and updates the CRM. If they say, "Yes, I want to move forward," it qualifies them and schedule the next meeting. It does not follow a script. It actually understands what people mean when they reply, and it responds accordingly. Now imagine a lead books a consultation, say for Thursday 3 p.m. The moment the booking happens, a sequence fires. Confirmation email goes out immediately. Day before reminder send, hour before reminder send. If they don't show up, automatically follow up is sent asking them if they want to reschedule it. And all of that happens without your team even touching it. And think about those leads who replies, "Tell me more." The AI picks up this interest, respond with exactly the right information, maybe the pricing, the case study, the qualifying questions, and if they fit in, it offers to book a call right then, no waiting. Now, what happened to those leads who go silent after booking? The AI notices that and stops sending them and triggers the new follow up. Maybe a new angle, maybe a new content, or gently saying, hey, are you still interested? It does not just let them slip away. Now, let me show you how this works in action. I've got a campaign running, a prospecting sequence with smart flows sending out emails and text to leads. You can see here, emails are going out, texts are being sent, sequence is live. Now, I'm going to step in into the role of a lead. My name is Alicia and I am going to respond to those texts. So I reply as Alicia, say, I am interested, tell me more. See how the AI agent picks that up. It sees the interest, it understands the intent, it replies to the same channel, SMS to SMS, no waiting for a human. Now let's make it more interesting. Not every lead is warm, right? So I reply again as Alicia, and this time I say, hey, it seems that you guys are spam. So when Alicia says that, the AI agent doesn't panic. It doesn't send a generic, sorry to bother you, or just drop off. Instead, it responds calmly. It acknowledges the concern, clarifies that this is legitimate outreach, and offers value. Maybe some links, maybe some resources. And if she doesn't reply after that, the AI stops. It knows exactly when to back off. But if she replies, say for example, okay, actually now I'm interested, the AI picks that up and continues to forward. And that's the key here. It's not just a script, it's true intelligence in how it handles the conversation. Now, what I really want you to take away from this is your team right now is probably spending hours in every follow up, sending reminders, chasing no shows, reading replies, and figuring out what to say and when to say, and updating the CRM. Of course, that is necessary, but that is not selling anything. This agent does not replace your team. It just take over those repetitive, time-consuming parts of the follow-ups so that your rep can focus on the real conversation that matters. The one where they are building relationships, handling objections, and closing deals. And here is something very powerful. This agent work across different roles and calendars. So if you have a team member handling different type of leads, the AI can route them to the right person, check their availability and set everything accordingly. It's not just smart about what it's saying, it's smart about who should handle it. That's not just automation, that's intelligent orchestration. If you are sitting here thinking, I need this in my business, we can absolutely make that happen. We have the templates for most common nurture flows, consultation bookings, demo follow ups, cold outreach, and our team will work with you to customize it so that it fits your use case, your tone, and your qualification criteria. You are not building it from scratch, we are doing it with you. And with that, I will hand it over to NK.
Thank you so much, guys. It was a very interesting demo. What do you feel, Kamlesh? I guess we have these agents, we have these templates, that are already in place, guys. And if you're looking to implement these agents, these lead nurture cadences, or want a mock call agent, to train your sales reps, we are just one message away. So reach out to us on chat. Drop us a note on support@salesmate.io, and we are more than happy to kind of get on a call with you, learn a little bit more about your use cases, and help you implement these AI agents. So we are open for Q&A. We are open for questions, guys. So do put up your questions in the chat. We are more than happy to answer them.
Yeah, and I've also shared the meeting booking link, so you can just go ahead and quickly book a demo with us or quickly book a session with us, and we'll start discovering what your needs are and take it from there.
Awesome. I guess, so guys, if you have any questions, drop us a note. We are always here for you. Until next time, this is NK and Kamlesh signing off. We really appreciate you guys joining in today, and I hope you have a lovely Thursday. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.